You may be seated. Good afternoon. Since our ceremony is commencing, we ask that you please take a moment and turn off any cellular or electronic devices at this time. As president and member of the senior class, I would like to welcome friends and family of the graduates, recognizing their participation in this special event. Our greetings also extend to the faculty and staff of Lookout Valley, who have given much of their time and effort to make us make it to this day. And finally, we would also like to welcome those special guests whose important decisions have supported not only our graduates, but others throughout Hamilton County. Our special guests are School Board Member Mr. Joe Galloway, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Robert Sharp, Senator Todd Gardenhire, Commissioner Joe Graham, Commissioner Chip Henderson. We, the class of 2013, extend our thanks to these individuals and everyone for being here this afternoon to acknowledge and celebrate the completion of this major accomplishment of our lives. Thank you.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As the Vice President of the senior class, I would like for all of us to take a moment and reflect on our journey here. As thoughts come to mind, try to remember how it all started, what your values and expectations were as students, as well as the values and expectations of parents. Who helped you to get to where you are today, and especially what or who motivated you in your heart and kept you persevering when things got tough. Now there will be a moment of silence to allow you to contemplate on these things and have a mind of gratitude for achievements made. Thank you for taking time to think over and reflect on our journey here.
Welcome, fellow graduates, faculty, friends, and family. This is an exciting day for us, one we will remember for the rest of our lives. For most of us, we don't really know what to think about graduation. Should we be happy or should we be sad? We're sad because high school is ending and we're leaving friends, yet we're excited to move on to something new. And at the same time, we're trying to hold on to all of the memories from the past 13 years. But graduation is really a celebration. It is a celebration of who we are as a class, a celebration of what we have accomplished, and a celebration of what we have yet to accomplish. Remember that just because for our entire lives people have expected us to graduate high school, it does not mean it was easy. We've been working at this, whether we realized it at the time, for the past 13 years. Tonight, let us celebrate our accomplishment while we remember what has led us to where we now sit, sitting together as a class, ready to receive our diplomas. I know for most of us, at least me, we thought this day would never come. We always looked up to all those seniors. We never talked to them or got anywhere near them, but we knew them. Yet we never thought we would be standing in their shoes so soon. Even though at the time the weeks seemed to drag by, these past years have gone by fast. Not too fast though, because I know we are all at least a little bit happy we're finally getting out of here. Most of us have been together since 6th grade, some even since kindergarten. I know most of us try to forget middle school altogether, but we did make a lot of memories, like getting in trouble for running through the halls on the Washington, D.C. trip, or at sleepovers when we thought it was really funny to draw on the person's face who fell asleep first, or going to high school football games thinking we were the coolest people there. But we got through all those awkward changes together and finally made it to 8th grade recognition. Becoming freshmen was scary, but also really exciting. We were finally a part of those people we thought we would never be. We were in high school. Although at our school, going to high school is not that big of a change, I know deep down we were all a little unsure about it. We would finally be able to be a part of homecoming and all that other stuff we thought would be way more fun than it actually ended up being. But we still felt a little bit special and definitely cooler than those lame middle schoolers we used to be. Then came Coach Ward's class junior year, from running up the hill to the portable to try to get to class on time, to rushing to finish all our pages at the very last minute, of course. Then finally we reached senior year, which we were all excited about, yet dreading it at the same time. We would have to do our senior project, write a million papers, listen to Mr. Singer talk about math that we would never understand, and once again do more of Ward's pages. Even though it feels like we started senior year just yesterday, it's over. We made it through everything we never thought we would. At this moment, we are all seated together for one last time. In a very short while, we will be walking across the stage and receiving our diplomas. It is a rather overwhelmingly emotional thought and very hard for many to believe. The one thing I know I can say for everyone is that we are excited and maybe just a little bit nervous to walk across this stage. Perhaps you are even anxiously awaiting the walk across the stage, wishing I would just wrap up so you can get that diploma in your hands and get out of here. But when you look back on this day, you won't remember the details or this speech, but you will remember the feeling you had sitting as an entire class for the last time. Some people we may never see again, and with others we may even go to the same college. Graduation is something that is to be looked upon as a major accomplishment in your life. We will only graduate from high school once, yet most of us have been dying for it to be over since it started. Take it in and enjoy what graduation has to offer. Graduating this year, you are leaving most of your friends to go out into the real world. But don't be scared. Let us take a good look around. We are not alone. We could not have reached here without the constant support of our families, teachers, and especially our fellow classmates. Let me take a moment to thank all the administrators, teachers, faculty, and staff for helping us throughout this journey of high school. Let's thank them for the relentless amount of hours they took out of being with their families and friends to be helping us with our dreams, education, and ambitions. If it were not for them, we wouldn't be who we are today, and for that I thank you. So as you take the time to reminisce about the past, don't forget it because it has made you who you are today. Take some of it with you as you embark on the future. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to recognize and sincerely thank all of the faculty, staff, and especially the family members who have helped me and the rest of the class through this difficult yet unforgettable year. In all honesty, this group of teachers and faculty members is one of the most unique and special families I've ever been a part of. I am definitely blessed to have known them. We as a class have all worked very hard to make it to this point, and I'm very proud of each of you. We all know, though, that without the help and support from our family and teachers, we would be nearly impossible to have made it to this day, when we say goodbye to high school and welcome a new phase in our lives. I would like to take a moment to thank my grandparents for always being there for me whenever I needed them. I'm certain I would not be the person I am today without their loving and encompassing influence throughout my life. Also, I want to especially thank my parents, Pam and Dirk Hoffer, for always supporting and helping me through the long nights of studying for Coach Ward's government tests, the freakouts over the many massive English assignments, and of course, the long tasks of preparing for college. They have taught me to face adversity with a positive attitude. The only work worth doing is work done right. And love from family and friends is never to be taken for granted. Life should be cherished for every little moment. So thank you hardly seems enough, but thank you, and I love you more than anything. Now, when you think about the phrase, finding your place, what comes to mind? The first thing that comes to my mind is Lookout Valley. My family and I moved here 3 years ago, and I started at Lookout Valley High only 3 days after we arrived. Let's just say the transition wasn't as smooth as it could have been. Though, looking back now, that was just the necessary beginning of the long journey to finding my place here. Finding your place in high school is never easy, even for those of you who have lived here your entire lives. But for some reason, we keep trying. I thought I would never find my place here, being somewhat quiet and not very outgoing at first glance. But then I learned a secret, one that everyone knows but rarely admits. You see, there is a place for everyone. Whether you're the quiet one, the outgoing one, the athletic one, or even the crazy one. All of us have a place in this life. Finding that place, though, that's the difficult part. It is something that we agonize over and fret over, when really we should just take a step back and realize that all we have to be is ourselves, unique and special and like no one else. One thing that I admire about this class is that the lines between different peoples are always concrete. We can branch out and become friends with people so much different than ourselves, which I believe is so important to helping others find a place where they belong, and in turn finding friends that will stay with us forever. So, now we found our place in high school. It's funny how as soon as we find something worthwhile, it feels like we have to leave it too soon. But I know that I'm leaving high school with lifelong friendships, unforgettable memories, and a new challenge, to find my place in college. Many of you will go on to find your place in college too, or a job, or take a year off to figure things out. That's okay. As the great Henry David Thoreau said, not until we are lost do we begin to understand ourselves. So, don't be afraid to get lost, to make mistakes, and to do it all over again. As cliche as it sounds, that's a part of life, making mistakes and hopefully learning from them. That is what I hope we, the class of 2013, can take with us into the rest of our lives. So I encourage you all to look forward to the future, whatever that may bring, and always know that you have a place here in the Lookout Valley class of 2013. Also, I wish you all the very best in whatever it is that you choose to do, and I hope you will all find a place in which you are happy and completely fulfilled, because you do have a place that is all yours, and I know that you will work hard to find it. Let me be the first to say how much I appreciate all of you, classmates and teachers alike, for making my high school experience a special one. I'm going to miss the days in the shop with Tambo, listening to Ford go on and on about highly technical things that I somewhat understand, and even hearing Ward's lectures, but just a little on that one.
All great memories, much like this day will be. Well, we've made it to graduation in one piece, more or less. That's an accomplishment in itself, but the real challenge comes after we graduate. My last question for all of you is, what will you do with the rest of your lives? I hope that you never forget today and always strive to find your place, wherever it may be. Thank you all for giving me the time to talk to you, and I am so glad I was given the opportunity to get to know you over these wonderful few years together. Thank you.
Would the class of 2013 please stand? Mr. Galloway, with the powers granted me by the state of Tennessee and the Hamilton County Board of Education, it is my privilege and honor to present this class. I hereby certify that the members of this class have met or exceeded all requirements set forth by the state and local board and are candidates for graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Rushworth. With the powers granted me by the state of Tennessee and the Hamilton County Board of Education, it is my privilege and honor to accept this class. I hereby certify these members as duly authorized graduates of Lookout Valley High School. Congratulations.
Ashley Diane Allen. Matthew Thomas Bowman. Michael Anthony Bowman. Heidi Abigail Bruner. Kadarius Gamonte Cotton. Joseph Tyler Cunningham. Benjamin Joseph Alexander Dassau. Karis Elise Dowell. Kenqual Lee Dozier. Ashley Michelle Ellis. Kirsten Laura Hall. Ivy Renee Griggs, I'm sorry. Kirsten Laura Hall. Tiffany Brianna Harris. Magdalena Hernandez Garcia. Emma Carolyn Johnson. Jamal Darius Jones. William Todd Long. Jessica Marie Lawrence. Haley Victoria McBee. Isabel Ann Peters. Isabel Ann Leora Peters. Derek Lydell Pickett. Alexis Janae Powers. Talia Monet Sanford. Ian Kane Scribner. Van Cameron Scribner. Jonathan Wade Simpson. Kayla Lynn Smith. Antonia Valdez Summerall. Kristen Denise Thomas. Brittany Ray Tillman. David Levi Wallace. Ashley Ann Wallacer. Aaliyah Nicole Wester. Kristen Michelle Workman. Morgan Michaela Wynn. Alyssa Nicole Hoffer. Michaela Violet Marie Walker.
Please rise for the alma mater.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to present to you the Lookout Valley class of 2013.